Hello children, today we are learning about combustion and flame. This is our 6th chapter. We use different kinds of fuel for various purposes at home. Can you name some of the fuels that we use in our home? And now tell me what fuel is used in running cars, buses, lorries, etc. Yes, that is diesel or petrol. Some vehicle uses petrol and some uses diesel. And fuels are also widely used for industrial purposes. The fuel that we have listed out will burn differently. Some fuel like wood, LPG burns with a flame and some fuels burns without flame. So we can say that there is some chemical reactions happening during combustion, and in this chapter we will learn about flames. The example we have listed about fuel, they all burns in air to produce heat and light. Those substances we call it as combustible substances. So the definition of combustible substance is like this, that is the substances which burn in air to produce heat and light are called combustible substances. For example, wood, charcoal, LPG and kerosene are some of the examples. And chemical processes in which a substance reacts with the oxygen to give off heat is called combustion. The substance which undergoes combustion is called combustible substances that we have already learned. Or the other name of combustible substance is fuel. We often use the word fuel for combustible substances. During combustion of some substances, light is produced either as a flame or as a glow. The important point here is air is necessary for combustion. Now we are doing an experiment of a candle burned in different conditions. First condition is a candle is lighted and a glass chimney is kept over the candle. And it is kept in a way that there is airflow to the chimney. So for that we have to keep wooden blocks underneath the chimney and observe what happens to the flame. And next condition is we are removing the wooden blocks which is kept underneath the chimney. And now observe what is the difference. And finally, we are keeping a glass plate over the chimney. And now observe what is happening. I think you can do this experiment in your home with the help of parents. And if you do this experiment, we can find that for case 1, the candle burns freely because air can enter freely from below the chimney. And for case 2, there is less chance of air to flow. So the flame flickers and produces smoke. And for the last case, the flame goes off because the air is not available. From this inference, we can say that air is necessary for combustion. Air is necessary for combustion. Now I think you can guess why a person is covered with a blanket when the person catches fire. Yes, because the blanket will not allow the air to come in contact and thus fire will extinguish. This is the image of Amazon rainforest fire which happened in 2019. Do you know about the Amazon rainforest? Yes, that is the carbon dioxide sink for the whole world. If this forest has been destroyed means it would affect our climate. Anyway, can you tell me how this forest fire happens? This happens in 2 ways. One is by natural forest fire, by lightning, or to very dry climate, or by volcanic eruption. And the other chance of forest fire is by human activity. Actually, whatever be the reason behind the forest fire, can you tell me the science behind it? This is the image of burning matchstick and burning paper. Can you tell me the reason behind this example also? Yes, we can find that a combustible substance cannot catch fire and burn as long as its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. Hence, we can define what is ignition temperature. That is the lowest temperature at which the lowest or the minimum temperature at which a substance catches fire and burns is called its ignition temperature. That is the minimum or the lowest temperature at which a substance catches fire is called ignition temperature. For example, kerosene and wood will not catch fire on their own room temperature at room temperature. But if kerosene oil is heated, it would catch fire easily. Whereas if wood is heated a little, it would not catch fire easily. From this example, we can say that a substance will not catch fire or burn if its temperature is lower than its ignition temperature. And also the different substances have different ignition temperature. The substance which have very low ignition temperature means it can easily catch fire with flame, and these substances are called inflammable substances. The substances which have very low ignition temperature can easily catch fire with a flame, and those substances are called inflammable substances. For example, petrol, alcohol, LPG, etc. I think you can list out some more examples for the inflammable substances. From all those examples we have gone through, we can generalize the conditions necessary for combustion. Those conditions are: first one is fuel, second one is air, that is to supply oxygen, and third one is heat, that is to raise the temperature beyond the ignition temperature. What is ignition temperature? We have already learned. All in all, a substance will not burn without one or more of these conditions. Now we can look how we can control the fire when something burns. Does your city have fire brigade station? In which way they help us? Yes, they pour water onto the fire which they have already filled in the vehicle. Have you ever seen that? Why they do so? Because water cools the combustible material so that its temperature is brought below its ignition temperature. This prevents the fire from spreading. Water vapors also surround the combustible material, which helps in cutting the supply of air, and hence the fire gets extinguished. You have learned the requirements of producing fire. Hence we can, if we remove one or more of these requirements, the fire can be controlled. Have you seen this anywhere? You can see this in many places like hospitals, buildings, etc. What is that? Yes, that is a fire extinguisher of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is used as a fire extinguisher for the fires involving electrical equipment and highly inflammable materials like petrol. If we use water for fire in electrical equipments, what would happen? Yes, we know that water would conduct electricity and it may harm those trying to douse the fire. And also in the case of petrol fires, water is not used because water is heavier than petrol, so it sinks below the oil. Here in the case of carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so it covers oxygen like blanket. So it cuts the contact between fuel and oxygen. And carbon dioxide is stored in high pressures as liquid in cylinders. So when it is released, CO2 expands enormously in volume and cools down. From this we can say that different kinds of fire extinguishers are there and they are used accordingly. Next is the types of combustions. There are three main types of combustions. They are, first one is rapid combustion, which is defined as combustion in which a substance burns rapidly and produces heat and light with the help of external heat. Example is burning of LPG. Such combustions are known as rapid combustions. Second one is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion is defined as the combustion in which substance burns spontaneously and produces heat and light without the help of external heat. That is, spontaneous combustion is different from rapid combustion. In spontaneous combustion, there is no need of any external heat. That is, the substance will spontaneously burn and produce heat and light. Example for that one is phosphorus burns spontaneously at room temperature. Next one is explosion. Explosion is a combustion in which a substance burns suddenly and produces heat, light and sound with the help of heat or pressure. That is, example is explosion of crackers on applying heat or pressure. These are the example for rapid combustion. That is, burning of a LPG gas stove, and this one is a example for spontaneous combustion. We have take the example of the burning of phosphorus, and this one is explosion, that is burning of firecrackers with the help of pressure or heat. For the spontaneous combustion, there is no need of external heat. That are the difference between these types of combustions.